This video is going to show you how to use the Bohr model of the atom to determine kind of what element it is, the charge, the atomic mass, and the atomic number. So if we look at this Bohr model of the atom, okay, the positive charges in red are your protons. The green have no charge, so they are neutral, so they are the neutrons. And the yellow have a negative charge, so those are our electrons. So right away, we know that the protons give us the type of element, so we can use the periodic table. So I know that this atom has 2 protons. So if I look at the periodic table, helium has 2 protons. So I know this is a helium atom. Because it has 2 protons. Okay, so next, I'm going to determine my atomic number. So my atomic number is equal to the number of protons that the atom has, and in this case, it's 2. I can also determine the atomic number from the Bohr model, but I could also determine it from the periodic table by looking at the number above the element symbol on the periodic table. Okay. Next, I'm going to look at the atomic mass, or the mass number. So the mass number is your protons plus your neutrons. So according to this picture, okay, I have 2 protons and I have 2 neutrons, so my mass number is 4. Lastly, I'm going to determine the charge. So I know that the subatomic particles that have charge are my protons and my electrons. Neutrons are neutral, so they do not have any charge. So I'm going to take my protons plus my electrons, and that's going to give me my charge. So I know I have 2 positive protons, plus I have 2 negative electrons. Okay, so 2 plus negative 2 is going to give me a charge of 0, right? I have the same amount of electrons as protons, so my charge is neutral. I'm going to try one more example with you on determining the atomic number, the mass number, and the charge from the Bohr model. So in this example, I'm going to first identify what element this is. So I'm going to count the number of protons to determine the type of element. So in this case, I have 3 protons. So I know that this is lithium. Next, I'm going to determine the atomic number. The atomic number is equal to the number of protons, right? So I know I have 3 protons, so my atomic number is 3. My mass number is equal to my protons plus my neutrons. So the mass is at the center of the atom. So in this case, I have 3 protons plus 4 neutrons to give me a total of 7. Lastly, my charge. To find the charge, I'm going to add up the 2 subatomic particles that have charge, which are my protons plus my electrons. I know I have 3 protons, so a positive 3, plus my electrons, I have a negative 3. So 3 plus negative 3 gives me 0.